Oh, hello. It's me. And the dulcet tones of Vlad. Say hi, Vlad. Yes. And today, we're doing more painting. Who would have thought? So I gotta figure out exactly how to, let's see if that... Must be a little room contrast. Nope. It's funny, because, this stuff's down about as low as it can go. But it still comes across very bright. But with the 4K cam, you can actually see what's going on. And I can see what's going on. Everybody can see. It's just a little washed out. I'm not exactly sure how to fix that right now. That's the worst part, is it looks like real, like it's real muted over here. But I need this secondary light on. If I turn it off. Is this? Does that change anything? It changes it a little bit. Okay. We shifted it to our other screen. Now this is like perfectly set up, actually, where I can see all these details so nice. So, whatever. Well, we'll figure it out one of these days. Let's see if I turn this off. Huh, that's a little better. And it's as good as it's gonna get. But I need that light, so it's gonna stay like that. But today, I am going to try using this. It is a technical rust. I'm calling it technical because it's a technical paint. It does weird shit, and you have to do weird shit with it. But the whole point is that you shake the shit out of it. Brush it on, and then spread with a damp cloth. Or damp or wet cotton bud. Oh, let me get some of those real quick. And we're going to see how this works out, because I'm really excited about it. My partner got me these. Got me that for one of the holidays in which you get your partner stuff. I've already used the, I think she got it for me not Christmas this year, but Christmas last year. And I've already used the Musuo Black, which is my favorite black to use for Uber Shadows. But I want real rusty and then real fancy, because I'm using the Musuo Black on the on that chaos symbol there, where it just looks like this. It looks like it's flat on the surface. So that's where I am. So let me get a couple Q-tips real quick. We're gonna see how we can handle this, and then we have other minis to just fuck with. But I've been waiting long enough to mess with this, so we're gonna do it. And I've been shaking the shit out of it for like an hour, so it seems like I'm over here playing with spray paint. Let's have to listen to me just rock it back and forth. Okay, so we have room light only right now. That's not so bad. How am I coming through? Am I sounding good enough? Actually, that's pretty good too. Okay. Create a little rusty paint. There we go. Just shaping this Q-tip a little bit. Do not want to contaminate my fine brush. This is a very fine brush. No, no, no. So fine. This is so fine brush. No, no, no. Not the fine brush. No, no. No, child. You'll notice I pulled out some new music for this Vlad. For the stuff of that audio pack I've been using for the podcast. I have so much of it. I have so much of it. Okay. Let's see. I'm so excited. Oh yeah, 100%. I will give you the link. This stuff smells like straight acetone. That makes a nice rusty look. We're gonna... We're just gonna soak this fucker in it. Yeah, there we go. That's what we want. Like I'm painting with iodine, almost. But it's supposed to, like, craze up. As it dries. And give, like, a rusty texture, too. I'm trying to put it on quick and wet. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm over here just, like, slapping the shit out of the, Oh, this is... Just like this, it's dry and nice and rusty. Especially on the Musuo Black area. Not exactly where I want it, but like... I decided I'm just gonna cover the whole fucking thing and then go over the Musuo Black again. I'm gonna hit it with the, looks like it's pulling off some of the... Oh, it's peeling off some of the Musuo Black, actually. That's actually kind of cool. Alright. So let's do that. Cover this. Now, as it's drying... That actually looks really good. Yeah. Might have taken off a little too much on that one, but oh, that looks fucking awesome. It's not even finished, but look at that rust. Right? Quick application and then dabbing it, and then I'm gonna go over the chaos symbol again with the Musuo Black. That's a fucking win and a half. Yeah, it's another one of these $5 pots. Did I tell you, my partner got me, like, verdigris, too? So I can give it, like, the, copper rust look. looks. Might do like one more coating on some of the spots. I don't know. I think it looks pretty cool. It looks so much better than all the like all the rest of it. I'm just getting up there looking like you can see like the rest of it looks pretty well painted, and that part just looks fucking. Which is what I want, and then I'm gonna put the black chaos symbol on it, like clean that up a little bit. Happy with that. And that's good. Yeah, I recommend. Based on my first usage, I fucking recommend. Super easy. I was worried it was gonna be complicated or look kind of shit. I think it looks pretty great. Alright, real easy rust. Which is good, which means it's gonna go on some of the metal parts of the red Gabo. This thing smells like straight acetone, too. Oh, yeah. Here a little bit. Guy is supposed to be one of them Chaos Warriors. Fantasy. Got two of them. I got two of them. I mean, I got one, and my partner got one. With a free model giveaway. Oh, my pool's so nice in the damage. Like, oh god, I could imagine painting like a Titan with this. I know you like them Chaos boys, Vlad. Like, this is good shit for them Chaos boys. See, I tightened up where I dabbed off a bunch. Look at that. That thing looks rusty as shit. And I have so much left. This is so awesome. Hell yeah. Okay. Wait. That's fantastic. That's enough of that for now. I'll let that dry, and then I'll go over it with the Misuo Black again. Oh yeah, that just looks like a fucking rust puddle. I should have painted all this dude's armor in that. Next one, I have two. I have like a stainless steel rust look on this guy. This is one of the first models I really put a lot of effort into. So you can see he's got the like his helmet on the inside of the helmet there. On the visor slit is the Misuo Black. So it's just always going to be shadowed. And then reflection off of it. So I painted like I mixed some of the Iron Hands steel with some of the brown from was it some of the Thondia brown? Give it like to make like a rusty steel, so it kind of has like that stainless steel kind of brown metal look, which is pretty good, and I was pretty happy with it. And now I have rust here, so it don't count no more. It don't count no more. It was good. It ain't. It's still good, but not as good as it could have been good. That was it, man. That fucks. Like, I might put that on the blade too. Gonna have to play with that a little more. We're gonna let that section dry though, and then touch it up with the. That's the biggest unpainted section on this miniature, so this miniature is just about done. I gotta figure out dry brushing still. I got some fine detail I want to touch up on it, but... Yeah. It's one of those things that's just like... For whatever reason, my brain is oddly intimidated by. You're like, oh, I don't know why. Like, it's not hard, right? You just get some paint, basically dry it off the fucking brush, and then go over the surface. You're just lightly kissing stuff onto there. Yeah. But I like my devils. But yeah, that's fun. So that's the next technique to work with, but god, that looks so good. Makes the rest of the model look like shit in comparison just because of how technical it is. Alright. Let's see now. Who do we want to do next? What am I thinking? I'm thinking we're gonna finish up some of these Tyranids, these Termagants I got. I just gotta do them with the White Scar White. Just 2 coats of White Scar White on them, and that should do. And they'll be mostly done. I should have done the White Scar White first, and then done the Carapace, but I was so excited about fucking with the Carapace that I did them backwards. So, that's where we are. My pot of White Scar White is down to half, too. I'm gonna need to get more. Or Wraith... My pot of Wraithbone, it's not White Scar White. I need more Wraithbone. Well, it's like a real versatile cream white, right? So... up a little bit. It's also a fucking nutsack and a half to work with. It's because how it clumps up because of all the titanium in it. Titanium? Titanium is a common additive for paint for white. This has got titanium and some other stuff in it, so the titanium just clumps up. It's like, no, I don't want to play with you. Yeah, TiO2. Reminds me of a story about an old boss. When I was a laminator, the guy I used to work for was a massive piece of shit. Like business owner, think most entitled business owner. Like, I own a business. I deserve everything. You work for me? Fuck you. Type of dudes. Reloaded. It's okay, we'll just... But, so, the guy was in the... They both, at one point, they had both made and, like, made, epoxy. as well as like done layups with their epoxy and other people's epoxy, that kind of shit, right? Like you get a job, you'd use the material that the customer specified. You try to sell them on yours, but when the customer tells you go fuck yourself, you're like, oh, okay, we'll use theirs. Guy was a real nutsack though. He was one of those like, oh, I've been in this so long, I know all this stuff. Okay, he was like, yeah, he did. But he was a real fucking shyster. Like as soon as a new supply house would open up, we'd get a line of credit, run up the credit, and then just not pay back the supply house. So they're like, we're not paying you until you pay us back for all the supplies. Really not a great way to run a business, right? Like, they were not good at budgeting. So basically, they'd be using, like, they'd get a new job and use that money to pay off the old job and, like, kind of, like, pay it forward, but not really. So they ended up in financial straits, like you do when you're a dick. And we ended up getting sold. So we got sold, and as he was the old owner, they gave him a position. Off camera, motherfucker. They gave him a position. They're like, okay, you can be in charge of some new business development, blah, blah, blah. You know, like, we appreciate that you used to own the company, you know some stuff, we're gonna keep you there. But basically, like, it was so that way he could hang himself. It's like, we know you managed this like shit. You sold it to us because you're an idiot. Like, because you couldn't figure out how to make composites work in aerospace. Like, in aerospace and tooling. Like, okay, bro. Very clearly, he's a dumbass. But they had him stay on, and he'd show up occasionally and be like, "Oh yeah, you know, I'm this big composites guy. I do composites for everybody." Blah, blah. And he'd be like, "Well, you know, they're working with the material, making all this stuff. Like, well, we had a bunch of customers, right? Like, we sold off some of our old formulations, but like, they don't understand how difficult it is to work with the TiO2. You know, like TiO2 gives you a lot of your coloring and stuff." And he's talking to a bunch of like floor guys who don't know their ass from a hole in the ground, right? They can build you anything you want if you give them a blueprint. Anything in the whole fucking world. But they're not blessed with an overabundance of book learning. That's not their shtick. That's just not how they rolled. Some of the dumbest people I ever worked with. Some of the best tool builders I ever worked with, but fuck were they stupid. But he's over there, like, peacocking, strutting his stuff, and he starts talking about it. He's like, oh, yeah, the TiO2. I'm like, yeah, no, the titanium dioxide. And he's like, what? Yeah. As soon as I called it titanium dioxide, he shut up about epoxy coloring and never talked to anybody about it again on the floor. Like, he's like, oh, shit, somebody might know that I'm talking out of my ass. I wasn't being mean. Or was trying to like, haha, I got you. I was like, oh yeah, you know, titanium, it's pretty difficult for mixing into paints, all that kind of shit. He's like, yeah, you know, and then epoxy's like, yeah, no. And you mix it with the filler for brighter whites, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, so, I gotta go do a thing. And then he fucked off to get his dumb little Nespresso. And that was like one of the last interactions I had with the guy before they fired him. Was being like, I know TiO2 means titanium dioxide. You can just say that. It's literally less syllables. But that's whenever I think of titanium dioxide, I think of that fucking dickhead I used to work for. I'm like, I called it what it was, and then he got so flustered, he fucked off to hell. I think in his case, literally. That man was such a dick. He basically withheld payment for us. Because he's like, well, I'm running out of money. Because they got to the point where, like, they would have to pay us out of their pocket until a job would clear. And, like, not the business's pocket. Like, the owner, who was a millionaire. We got a bunch of guys working there. You know, I was making like 15 bucks an hour. I was not making a lot of money. But, and we got paid every 2 weeks. And he's like, yeah, no, after he sent the driver around, just like the delivery driver, who was a nice guy, kind of dumb. He sent him around to tell everybody, we're not getting paid, we don't have any more money. And just about caused a riot. Like, literally, grown men. We're talking grown men in their 50s and 60s. We're just like, fuck you, and sitting on the floor, not doing any of the work. You know, the management was like, oh, this is still got to get done. And everybody looked at them and like, go fuck yourself. My direct boss came back and was like, yeah, we're not getting paid, so I'm not going to let you guys do a fucking thing. And I was like, good on you. But we got paid every 2 weeks. So we'd already basically given them 2 weeks worth of work. And they weren't going to fucking pay us. Now, for me, I was pissed off. Some of the other guys, they were more than just pissed off. They were waiting out by his car. Oh yeah, a lot of those guys had, like, criminal offenses. They were drug dealers of various drugs, not just weed. Just out there waiting for this dude. And he was just hiding in his office. Until his partner ponied up the money to pay us all. Because his whole ploy was to make his partner pay us. Like, none of these jobs are shipping. Yep. And we lost like a full day worth of productivity, too. Because he had to sit there and play fuck ass with everybody's paycheck. Which generated the rule now, as soon as you fuck with my paycheck, I look for a new job. Even if you pay me afterwards, I am now looking for a new job. Oh yeah. But like, there were dudes literally waiting out by this guy's car. Amazing. And I'm just sitting there, I was so pissed off, I was just fucking screaming. Because that's 2 weeks worth of work, and like, those are, you remember me in those days, those were long hours. Those weren't 9 to 5. That was 6 to 5? And occasional Saturdays? At 6 in the morning? That was a lot of work I had given this guy for free. For him to start fucking with my money. That was my bread and butter he was fucking with. That was a piece of shit. I wish him only the worst. His partner wasn't much better. They're a bunch of real fucking dirt bags. Alright, that's a good first game. Gonna have to go through and make a little more purple to redo these. When I go through and I do the Ripper Squad, the Ripper Swarm, I'm gonna actually get the Wraithbone down first. Gotta find some more ways to make this slightly more viewable. I mean, it's in 4K. You can see me painting it. But I don't have one of those like macro lenses like some of those other guys have. I saw somebody else's setup once and I was like, oh my god. He had like a full like Canon macro camera focused right over his painting zone, and I was like, oofed. Like, I'm not doing that. This is enough. This is what you get. Go watch those guys if you want a better painter. I'm here to have fun and paint stuff and bullshit with everybody. And also, it's an excuse for me to fucking paint my goddamn minis. Because I've had these for a couple of years now. What was it? I bought my set. I started buying my set like beginning of last year. Was it? And then you bought your stuff over the summer. I don't know how far along you're doing on those. I know got a little fell off the wagon. It's okay. I get you. Well, that's one of the reasons one of the other reasons I'm doing this is that way you will also do it. Because then we can just hang out and paint minis. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I want to finish these guys up. I have a bunch of my Ravensguard dudes primed. But I want to finish up these before I move on. And I'm like, alright, these are done. These are done to a point where I'm okay with them not getting touched for a very long time. If ever again. Right, I still have that Infernus squad. I'm very happy with how they turned out. Yeah, I'm also really happy I didn't get a fucking Tyranid army. Or like Imperial Guard. Or like a Grotling Orc army. A bunch of fucking paint 700 Gretchens. Wish for death. So it seems like I saw some of the new Necron models they put out. They look fucking son. Yeah, son. Once I figure out some of this lighting situation. Because it looks really good in the 4K, it's just like kind of washed out, so everything's a little green. Yep. There is. One day I'll figure out how wet palettes work too. Because I do all my stuff off a dry palette. I have my cute little recipe book. Yeah, so when I was putting this playlist together too, I was like, these songs are probably not going to get used anytime soon on the podcast. For this, I was like, what's my cool ambience? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's that. I don't think we're going to be doing a lot of Wonders of Deep Space. Like this is an old Star Trek movie. This is an old Star Trek movie. I don't know. I'm not the mommy. You make us do whatever you want. We'll fuck it up the whole time. I have utmost faith in you, sir. It actually took me the longest time to figure out how to make a second playlist. Because it's been so long since I made my Pal World playlist. Yeah, I was like, wait a second. Because the Pal World playlist uses, I have some, basically like EDM and industrial. Or like heavy EDM and industrial. Oh. But I was like, that doesn't quite fit for just chilling out, bullshit, and painting. I'm not doing anything that exciting. Also, I usually play Pal World on Fridays when I'm also doing my painting stream. And by then, I'm kind of sick of the playlist. Because, you know, it's been a couple hours of me listening to it. Because Pal World doesn't always play its background music. I mean, it's okay. But it's not like I can put something on in the background. How's your Helldiving going, my friend? Oh, how's your Total Warring going? Plain as. Elspeth von Draken's like my favorite. I've played like 3 campaigns with her. She's just a lot of fun. Cause it's like, oh, okay, I can just do the, I like the artillery. The artillery is fun. Oh shit, who's this? Nope, I'm painting miniatures, Nemco. Rip. I am not. Friday nights I sit down and I paint minis on stream, so. Oh, okay. Want me to paint your mini for you, Nimka? Okay, perfect. Well, I got a magnifier, so we're set. No, I'll have some free time, maybe Sunday. Though if you're gonna be up to about 2, there's some other guys that are gonna be playing in the morning. Or I guess, I don't know. Not all of us are gainfully employed there, Nemka. Alright, peace out, Cub Scout. Okay, that's a little better. There we go. So, I zoomed in a little bit more, Vlad. I don't know if that's better. It's the lighting situation is the biggest thing. Let's see. Out. Need about half the light. That didn't do a fucking thing. A little better. There we go. There you go, that's a little better. What do you think there, Vlad? I literally just put perfect. Look at that. I put a piece of paper towel in front of my ring light and then just turned the light from stun to kill. So I just had to mute it. Would have thought. I do like Elspeth von Draken though. She's a lot of fun to play. I was trying to make myself fight more battles with her, so I could actually get better at the battles part of it. Because, you know, once you get the Doom stacks, you just start auto-resolving everything. And, like, on the one hand, that's okay. Right, it's a game mechanic, it's there. But on the other hand, like, it feels kind of cheap. And it's just Civilization with, fantasy units. I used up all of that fucking, all of the, Wraithbone that I grabbed. I'm gonna need to get another fucking pot. I should look into some of the other ones, like, you know, like the Army Painter. Because their stuff comes pre-dropper bottled. It's getting chunky too. But I have a Games Workshop 5 minutes from my house. And I go there usually about once a month. I'm actually going there tomorrow because it's free miniature day. I've been forgetting to unload my brush a lot lately. Go with a big old wet brush. Bone on these boys. Go in and start the next one. Start doing the next layer of this. Think. This looks like sex, baby. I think I'm gonna bust out the Muso Black and touch up that chaos symbol. I really want to. Since I want to, I'm going to. No one here can stop me, not even you, Vlad. Go in and retouch up all of these details. Nice little murder dinosaur. one of the paints I would really like to get to do Tyranids. I'm never gonna do Tyranids. I might get like a warrior or something. I'm sure I'll get it. I'm sure I'll end up with another Tyranid unit when it comes to free model day. Right? But I'm never gonna buy another Tyranid set. I don't care for the army. I don't think they're too interesting. I like swarms of things, but not enough to paint swarms of things. Right? If I was gonna do a swarms of things army, I would rather do the Astra Militarum. Personally. Yes, I would rather do the Imperial Guard. Keep walking this off camera. But what I really want to do is like a real pearlescent paint for the nids. I like the pearlescent, like the natural. You see that on like insect wings and shit. The pearlescent iridescence. That's kind of hard to do with paint, because naturally it's a structural color, not a pigmented color. Which, guess what I can't do on molded plastic? I can't mess with it. Can't mess with its surface structures to make it truly pearlescent. Though you can get close with some of the you know, with some of the pigment, like the metal pigmented stuffs. So we get that. How's this looking, Vlad? How's the stream looking good? I have the... These are like my last unpainted Tyranids, too. It's these guys, then the Ripper Swarm that I have. That one's gonna be silly. Then I'm done. Now watch tomorrow, I'm gonna get like a Tyranid Warrior or some shit. I mean, I have, I do have 2, like, Skaven soldiers I gotta paint up still. Among my big pile of free plastic. I have Skaven soldiers, I have a, whatever, fucking fantasy space dwarf. It is not a squat. It is not a Votann. It's one of the, Age of Sigmar factions. His dwarves with, like, fucking fancy, like, floaty orbs and bullshit. I thought it was a Votann unit, then I looked it up. I'm like, the fuck is this thing? They're like, it's a... whatever. The Dawi. Listen here, Dawi. Dawi these nuts. I have one more, I think. These guys have their white. I'm gonna get the last one with white after this guy, and then we'll probably have next week. I'll probably finish up painting these guys. I'll be done with the got Because I'm going to need to go through and need to touch up the scales and everything that I fucked up since I'm base coating after I did all the highlights. But even here now, looking shit like this, these are technically, these are battle ready. I gotta go through and do bases on these, but I'm not gonna do bases on these ones. Actually, I might, just to mess with them. Get used to doing basing. That's the other thing, like, this is nice practice. Two of the things that I'm unnecessarily intimidated by when it comes to mini painting: black armors and dry brushing. I don't know why. Like, irrational intimidation of it, too. That hard. People dumber than me do this all the time. I know, I know, well, I haven't done it, and I was like, oh, okay. And I have all this stuff. I have a bunch of brushes. I went, when Rite Aid was going out of business, I bought a bunch of cheap makeup brushes. Yep, I was like, oh, I need these for dry brushing. I have a bunch, it's just something I gotta get used to. I was watching some painting videos on Instagram instead of going to sleep. Like you do. And the guy, I think you saw or had watched the same video because your face was on it, where the dude was dry brushing before doing all of his bases. That way he had an idea of, like, highlights and, like, the zenithal color and that kind of shit. That's really smart. I mean, at this point, I'm close to dry brushing this unit. Like, I've got very little paint left. Yeah, next week I'm going to do their final touch-ups. Mix together some more iridescent purple, go over their shells, do the reds. And then I'll call these ones good. Tomorrow when I go to Games Workshop, what I need is another, I need another Wraithbone. And I want to get, like, another orc skin. I don't really have a good orc skin paint. And I don't really feel like mixing one to do the red gobbo. Probably should. But I'll be there, so we'll see. No, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with the... Had to mute out that light there. I'm happy with how the painting stream is looking. You guys can kind of see everything I'm doing. So I think I might have convinced Teddy to get Magicka. Yes. Well, I told him, like, it's a lot of fun to play with people. It is. I was like, wait till it goes on like a steep ass fucking sale and pick it up for like $5. Because I never finished it. User, and Beard Juice and everything, they finished it when I was in the middle of finals. And then I was like, oh, I'm done with finals, can we play? And they're like, nah, we're done, we're bored. And I was like, you fuckers. Yep. Not my favorite friends, that's for sure. Oh, one of them is. One of them is one of my favorite friends. So this is dried now. Look at that rust. Look how good that looks. Look how sexy that rust is. Yeah, now you can see a little better now that I damped it out, like the kind of like gray steel I mixed up, or like the rusty steel, and then we have the real rust. God, that looks so cool. Oh, I can't handle it. Yeah, there's like 2 things I need to touch up on this guy, and then he's done. Alright, we're gonna do that. Give me half a sec. Clean my pot, clean my brush, get the Misuo black. I'm gonna clean I'm gonna clean the bucket here. We're gonna we's gonna fucks with some Misuo black. I'm excited. Well, now too, I have the I'll be able to see it with the magnifier, so I won't be so worried about it. I'm so happy with that. Because I'm thinking of using some of that rust paint on the top here of the abominable snowman. This is a bomb in here. So I'm thinking of painting some fucking rusty metal on this shit. And like one of the legs too. So it can look like more explodey goblin scrap. I am returned. My Muso black paint. 100 milliliters of this shit. It's amazing. Have you gotten any? You haven't done any painting in a hot sec. Okay, I'm gonna peer pressure you into doing something you want to do. That's all. I'm just gonna peer pressure you into doing something you want to do. Good. So, we're gonna do our chaos guy again. This thing is so fun. Got a couple things I want to touch up on there. Only other thing I really want to do on this guy is I want to dry brush the back of his fur, because I painted it with the White Scar White, the super bright white, and then I null oiled it, so that way I got all the crevices and like the shadow. But I want to get the tips to be bright white again, which is perfect for dry brushing. Exactly what it's for. I need to print a paint caddy. Over half my pots are just sitting on my fucking desk. Okay. Up the Musuo Black. Officially the coolest paint I own. And it's super cheap too. Like, that's the thing. Like, you can get like 100 mil for like $15 maybe. Which to give you an idea, because you know, 100 mils a lot of mils. A lot of mils. But to give you an idea, here is Musuo Black Pot. Here is a standard Games Workshop pot. The price is close to the same. Yeah, Army Painter. I think Army Painter's... I think, right? Isn't Army Painter pretty well recognized as being like a half-decent paint? Yeah. Yeah, you're not gonna dumpster a bunch of money. Here you go, here's my... Yep. I spent $200 on premium paints I'm not even gonna fucking use. See? Even just black on camera. It. Turning the light on for this. Sec. Contrast I can get for the super rusty super rusty shield, and then black is the sin that made me paints. The fun thing about this too is like you can airbrush with this. You can airbrush this black paint on everything. It thins out real nice. This is way better. Oh, I fucking painted it. Doing a bright ass light on it and magnifying. Motherfucker. Just about shat my pants. I know, I appreciate it. I stopped talking and shut up and focus. Oh, there. The goat came in and I just about shat. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? Punched over here like a fucking shrimp. How you doing? How's your Warhammer game going? Yep. Like that's my strategy with her is just I sprint to fight the fucking vampires. Otherwise they're just a giant fucking nuisance. Let this fucker dry up a little bit more. touched up our boy here with the gotta bleed. Okay. Enough of the Musua Black for right now. Look at that. There we go. What do you think of that, Vlad? Happy with that? That light Steeler Black on there? Yeah. That's good shit. I don't really think I need to do another touch-up on it. Anyway, so... Now, let me clean out my pot and my brushes one more time. Where are we? What time? Oh, yeah, it's time. We're gonna call it here. It is 6 to 12. Means the painting stream is done. Got to use my 2 technical paints. I can't wait to do a bunch of shit with the verdigris. I have the verdigris. Oh, and then I have the technical blood, which is gonna be really fun to fuck with some stuff on too. I think I showed you that one, right? The Games Workshop has their own, like, stringy blood. Yeah, I got that. I was in the store the day it came in, and he sold me on it, so... I have nothing if not weak-willed. Alright, that's awesome. The setup works really well. That. And from there... post a picture of our guy. Him in all his lighted glory. Awesome. Alright. Well, that's a stream. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I had a great fucking time. Hopefully all of you did. And as is tradition now on all of my streams, there you go. There's a podcast. Roll for Heresy, Warhammer 40k, actual play. Vlad is in charge of it, and I am just an idiot on it. Which is great. Watch it, download it, enjoy it, tell us you love it. If you don't love it, tell us you love it anyway, and then download it on your friends' phones. With that, I'm out for the night. I will see everyone on Monday. We're going to continue with our Rogue Trader playthrough. Isn't that right, Vlad? Yes, we shall be there, my friend. And now...